Hello everybody, Rambo here, and hope you guys again had a really good fourth, and now we're up to Thursday, I think, yeah. And again, very busy, even pushing it doing this video, but I promise you guys I was going to start doing it a little bit more routinely. I will get back into it, I promise, a little bit more. I have to. So with that said, KATX, I think I brought up. We're just bouncing right along this support line here in this downward wedge. So I'm still waiting to see what's going to happen with that one here. Here's that support line. It's got a little bit farther to go down to the south side here. I might pick some up if it gets down to this support line right here at 0024 and see what happens with that. So that's what I have with KATX. WSFT, we had that nice cup now. We did bounce up a little bit here. I am still waiting to see what's going to happen. I'm going to have a tight stop loss on this. Probably a little bit below this candle right here, 4504. Well, we could drop down to around 3816. That could happen before it bounces up. But again, a lot of the times, guys, when cup and handles don't finish. What I mean by finish is, here's the resistance, and boom, it takes off. Sometimes it might come down a little bit and then take off. But if it doesn't work, it just kind of does this, kind of like a flag pattern, but it just keeps going down. So you want to be careful of that, and that definitely can happen to WSFT. So just be careful of that. We're right at the point right here. So it's at the positive 2 deviations. So that's not all good either. The big resistance is right here. It broke that. So we'll wait and see on that one. ILIS still trucking along. Just kind of still consolidating. It did break all the downtrends. Does that mean we're going up? Not necessarily. We could come back down and test this consolidation area and be on a lower side. So ILIS is just still kind of just hanging out there. HDUP, I think I told you about this pattern before. Here we had this one. I'm going to make it kind of obvious. This one wasn't quite as severe. Okay, so big pop, drop, pop, drop, pop, drop. And it's right when it breaks this downtrend, boom, downtrend, boom. So I'm just waiting. I would actually expect HDUP to follow this downtrend a little bit longer, maybe down to 0971 area or so. It might even come below here's the volume weighted average price that's anchored to the highest volume. It came back down below, hit it, and then broke through. I wouldn't be surprised if this came back down the money line, even though it already did right here. But I wouldn't be surprised to have it come back down here and then boom. This is probably another month out yet or so. If it goes the way I think, it could be earlier. But just as long as you got that downtrend line on there and you got an alert on there, which guess what? I don't. This is how you add an alert. Create an alert with drawing. Click on that when it crosses above. And you want it to make a sound. I have one that says buy, buy, buy. And then you just hit the create button. I want to make sure, okay, my sound's on. So, let's see here. So that's what I have for HDUP. Sorry about the fan, guys, but the master bedroom up here, the AC just is beautiful downstairs, but up here is killing me. And Minnesota summers are very humid, so it gets pretty nasty. Um, ENDP. I keep telling you guys, yep, there's a gap to fill up here. Um, but this is, hey, we're going to the moon. Oh my gosh. Oh, here we go. Oh my gosh. In all this time. Now, if you want to be scalping this, that you could be doing that. I'm just waiting for it to, break this downtrend and then break above this uh, consolidation area and start to play up to finally, fill that gap. Um, EVFM, EV, down day to day. Um, we filled this gap right here, getting very close to filling this one. And overall, we're over the 1 sigma. What I don't like is this, it's called the shooting star. And usually that's pretty bearish. Um, I know it's a big play, but in the momentum area here, we're still up high. There's still the cumulative delta, which is the difference between the buyers and sellers, to for the most part. That's what that means. So um, it it's still pretty even. So this still could run up. There is that gap here at 234. And yes, there's the gap up here at $8 to 978. That's what everybody's hoping for. Um, the MACD is coming up and trying to rise above the zero line. Actually, well, yeah, one of the moving averages is already, so that's a good sign. So stay tuned with EVFM here. I know a lot of people are, they made quite a bit on this jump right here, and that was quite a bit. But the long play, we're still in just consolidation here, waiting really to break to start a stage 2. APRN, boy, it doesn't look good. We got a doji here, which is usually a sign of a trend reversal, but this trend just kind of started. We are at the average price, and here's where it gets tricky. Usually when it breaks, especially this is the average price, guys. This is the average price for this. So usually, I'm trying to look and find an example here. That's not a good one because it broke and retested and came back up. The same thing could happen here. But usually once it breaks a major trend line, it retests it. And if you notice, we stayed above it. So this could just be the retest and then the bounce off and on the way back up. So usually it's something like this. Here's the average. It broke it. It retested by the bulls, and then the bear said, nope, we're going under. Here it got up there, it got rejected. Here it got up there, it got rejected. So now here is another turn for it to try to break. If it breaks the upside, this is going to be really fun. So just stay tuned for APRN. We don't know yet. Don't know. Tomorrow, maybe Monday, we should know if this is definitely coming back down and being in a downtrend, or the bulls will fight over that average price and go to the upside. So that's what I have for APRN. And then there were some crazy SIMPQ, which was just ridiculous. Someone in Moon Market Discord today tipped us off. I can't remember when it was. It was really, really low. I think it was about about right here. But right now it finished. It finished, guys, over 3,000%. It got to some ridiculous 1,900% or something like that up here. Um, Now, yes, I'm going to use this for a lesson. I know a lot of guys got in here and they doubled their money and everything, but guys, rarely happens. If you get in, this is the FOMO to the nth degree. Now, I said most likely it'd be done at 204. It's hard to explain, but these moving averages or the deviations do move. The moving average, this purple line was right here at the time, but now you got to remember that's because this hasn't been around that long. So this is going to expand you know the word, uh, contract a lot faster than a stock has been around for a long time. Uh, Experienced traders see this up 1,000, 10,000%. I just have fun watching it, and that I'm not going to touch it. Why? Because experience. If you do this most of the time, you get in on a big mover like this. Uh, this happens, and then this happens within 3 minutes, and you're done. And you keep doing that, you're going to lose your portfolio in around 10 trades. So I know better. I have fun with the excitement and everything, but I'm not going to do anything about that. Um, USEA now, on the other hand, uh, I'm in at $7. Why? Because uh, it came up. Let's see here. It's going to be better on the daily chart. Oh, no, 5-minute chart, I think. There we go. Okay, so we have a bump up, consolidate, bump up, consolidate. I would like to see it consolidate a little higher here, about like what this one was. This is a little bit lower. We are below the negative or the average price now. We dipped below it, but see, it did that also and came down to about -1.5. We're at negative right here. So, but it did hold. It didn't tank. So I'm going to have a tight stop loss on this, but I could see this pre-market again. This was pre-market, I believe. This is right after the market opened. Have a nice jump up, come consolidate, jump up, consolidate type of thing. That could very well happen, or we could tank. That's why I'm going to have a tight stop loss on this one. What's the average trade rate? Oh, it's so new, it doesn't even have one yet. So probably, I think I'm going to have it around about 40 cents or so down here. Maybe 624, and just see what happens with this one. So USEA is still, as far as I'm concerned, something to look at. Another big jump, GROV, Grove, on the 5-day. That was a really nice big jump. On the daily though, it's that, guys, that's really high. It touched the third sigma and then started coming down. So I would just be really careful, especially if it gets below this right here, 696. It's most likely going to come down quite a bit. So really be careful with the ones that really take off. I don't want to see you guys lose money. I know it's fun to be in these, Grove went up 84%. Usually what I try to burn in my head on big ones that go up 84% is, again, think about the used car. You see that Corvette on sale for $10,000, used one. And then the next day you see it, cost $20,000. Well, who in the right mind's gonna, oh man, that's up 100%, I'm gonna buy that? No one. Well, then why would you do that in the stock? You want to find the ones that are cross your scanners, meet all your parameters, and they're down low, and play it out. Kind of like what I was talking about with KATX, or oh yeah, one more I wanted to look at here is IQST. All right, this is a big downward wedge, and we have a divergence here, which is bullish. Both of those signs are a good sign that it's going to go to the upside. We are in the oversold area right here. The negative delta is getting smaller and smaller. So this is where you want to get into things, guys. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just an old man in an up room looking at dark room, especially right now, thunderstorm out here. Dark room with looking at 3 monitors. All right, but I just want to put this out there for you to watch. It could still be a couple weeks, a couple days. It could be another week or so, but this is getting awfully, actually too close for my liking. Usually, you want to see it break around 2/3 of the way where the wedge is here, but this one is waiting for the last moment. Now remember, just because there's a wedge there and it's bullish, there's a divergence and that's bullish. At 78% chance of a pretty decent move here. 78% chance. So what does that mean? Well, 22% chance that it's going to continue to go lower. But I think that this is a pretty good area here of the bottom of this consolidation area, to where you could get in really good at the beginning of at least a move up to the top of the consolidation area. Then I'd be really careful, because it's in consolidation. It could just come back down here again, up down for a while until it finally breaks, like some of the other ones that I showed you. So but I think that could be a nice little run here, just to the top of the consolidation area would get us to 34%. Not bad. I'll take 34%. So I'd rather be getting a nice easy 34% here than getting FOMO on a big run, and you're up right here. And hey, yeah, I made 20%, but then all of a sudden this happens, and then you're down 20%. Okay, a little bit easier to play in the consolidation area for a little scalp. And hey, if it just busts right through that, well, then you're just moving up your stop loss, and then we could be talking hundreds of percent. So that's how it started off with me with AR. That went up over 750% in a year and a half. One of the easiest trades you can make, and that's a good one here also. Box D. This had a really great day today. It did break the downtrend. I did not have an alert on my downtrend, so I missed it. I would have very easily made that run right here today. What can happen with Box D in the near future, we'll see. It could straddle. That means it's below the trend. It comes above, and then next day, boom, comes down below. That could very well easily happen. We're in this consolidation area right here from 127 up to 298. So we could just bounce around. I know there's that gap everyone wants filled, but we all like to see the gaps filled. But it's there. It's a tease, but we don't know when. Okay, this could come back up and then come back down and consolidate for months. So we don't know on that one, but yes, it looks very nice. We're very far down below the average price, so we'll wait and see what happens. The momentum's kind of mellowing out right here, and then we could come back up or we could come back down. It's just smack dab in the middle right now. So just keep an eye out though on BOXD, and see what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow should give us a good idea. If she farther away she gets from this downtrend line, the better it looks to pop up. So, and I rambled on enough. I've been on for, oh my goodness, 20 minutes. I'm done. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to ramble that much. With that said, I hope you guys had a really good day, and we will, hopefully, I'll be talking to you tomorrow. Bye.